opportunity for all of us.
Doesn't sound like it there, but she did really well at the debate. AP Rick Klein with us from ABC News, political director. Good morning, Rick Klein.
Hey, great to be with you.
All right, so from all accounts, it was a smashing success for the former Secretary of State.
I thought she was in command. She was in control. Look, this has been her race from the beginning, and she took re-ownership of it. As far as I'm concerned, she was on the attack. She was feisty. She was effective. She turned the best lines that others had against them, and I think she showed that she is a cut above the other Democrats, at least when it comes to debating skills.
I also thought that the biggest headline, I guess, was Bernie Sanders coming to her defense. You don't see that on the other side of the aisle.
Oh, man, you don't. I mean, they're just clawing each other's eyeballs out. Meanwhile, he does a huge favor for her. Whether or not he intended it, his campaign says that they did it for their own purposes, but it has the impact of effectively taking the email issue and the Benghazi issue off the table for the Democratic primary. That is the biggest vulnerability that's emerged during her campaign, and for that to not be a factor, that to be just taken off the table by her leading challenger, is an enormous, enormous gift.
Any polls out to sort of validate what the talking heads are saying?
Nothing that's real reliable. A lot of people in the snap polls judged Hillary as well as Bernie Sanders to be winners, and I think from the Bernie side of it, he did what his base expects of him, and that gets him to a good degree. I mean, that is what they see, and that's what they get. I, though, didn't see anything in that debate that said, this is Bernie taking it to the next level. This is Bernie taking it beyond the level of 32, 33, where he is right now, and into the kind of territory that ultimately he would need if he hopes to be the nominee.
You're certainly looking at them up on the stage, and whatever it is, whatever the gravitas is, she clearly had it over all of them, because she could say, when I was in the Situation Room, when I was there, when I was here. She's been there, done that. She was as smooth as could be.
Yeah, I think that she's clearly an A-type of candidate, and there's some of the candidates on the stage, especially on the sides of the stage, that weren't in the C territory. But yeah, I think for Democrats who were nervous about her performance, they saw a lot to like, and I think they were generally leaving the debate pretty satisfied about where their field stands.
What are Republicans not saying publicly, because we know what they're saying publicly, what are they saying privately about Hillary and the performance?
Well, I think they would wish that she got roughed up a little bit. They feel like she got a free pass from the questioners, also from her rivals, and I think there's a little bit of jealousy that you could have a whole debate and it not be about name-calling and just personal attack. But they see those same vulnerabilities. I mean, just Bernie Sanders says, I'm not going to make an issue. I don't think it's an issue. People are sick and tired of your emails. That doesn't mean the Republicans are giving up on that. So they still will tread that territory. They're just going to have to wait a while to get to the general election stage.
Yeah.
Good morning, Rick. It's Farah Fazal. So, Mrs. Clinton really has a lot of experience at this. She and the president debated, and that was a really high, heavy debate. So certainly she knows how to do this. But do you think that this was really not the best thing for Bernie Sanders to do, because his point was to make some headway here against her? So did he make some mistakes?
I think he made maybe some questionable judgments about how to position himself in the race. I don't think he made any mistakes. I think he made a strategic decision that he's not going to win by attacking her. Well, the fact is, there's a pie of Democratic voters, and he's got to make a case that he gets them instead of someone else. They're not working in some abstract world. So I heard people saying afterward, is this, are we sure that he's actually trying to win this thing? Yeah, he was fine, but he didn't do what he really should have done to get beyond his current ceiling. That's the piece of it that I think still has to get figured out. And does Bernie Sanders have a second act that can broaden his appeal beyond the liberal base that he's already got on his side?
Rick Klein, ABC News political director. Thanks for getting up early with us, Rick.
Hey, thank you.
6:42 here, 6:42 rather, Big 550 KT.